We were set up as a blind date. My brother thought she was kind of cute. So he said, I've got a brother I'd like to set you up with. I called up and she answered. And I said, this is Dennis Perry. And she said, no, there's just silence on the other end of the phone. And I said, you don't have any idea who I am, do you? She goes, no, I really don't. There was just something about her that the first day we went out, I knew something was special. She's loving. She's a great mother. She was a great teacher. Her total unwavering support for me and for our son and our family, it's amazing.
As far as Dennis goes, I find him so caring and generous. He makes me laugh, I'm sure, every day. When you're going to live with somebody, it's kind of a nice trait to have. People often ask, what's going to happen when he retires and he's home all the time. I'm so glad he's retired. Love being around him all the time and doing things with him. I think we work well together.
Back in high school, I was in a class. One presentation was by an oral surgeon, Dr. Marty Steiner. I remembered those lessons and I thought I could do that. That's something I want to do. So went ahead and went to dental school instead of continuing to try to get a PhD, and the rest is history, as they say. At first, I really loved the emergency room. I loved the call. I loved the trauma. As I got older, I really started to not like that very much. Trauma doesn't happen at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It happens at 3 o'clock in the morning. I got tired of working 16-hour days. Every day we put people to sleep. There's a lot of responsibility and a lot of stress really over time when you literally have somebody's life in your hands. So you've got to be good at what you do because they count on you to be good at what you do. I was an old-fashioned stand-up oral surgeon. I spent my life bent over like this, and I've now had 2.5 surgeries, one fusion in my neck, a surgery on my lower back. I say 2.5 because about 4 weeks ago, I had a procedure on my back because of a cyst on the spinal cord. The next step is a fusion in several levels of the lower back. So that's 100% related to what I did for a living, physically and mentally. After 31 years, I said, that's enough. So we were, at the time of my retirement, 100% traditional. 401ks, stock market bonds, managed by someone else. As we got closer to retirement, they all pretty much said the same thing, that as long as the stock market behaves the first 2, 3, 4 years that you're retired, you should be fine. I retired December 31st, 2019. March 2020 is when COVID shut the world down and the stock market just tanked. Now, of course, it came right back, but at that time, we had no way to know that it was going to rebound as quickly as it did. I'd heard David speak a number of times on some live calls, webinars and things, and we talked about it some, and we had a really bad experience elsewhere. We invested a tremendous amount of money and lost virtually all of it. But we thought, it's virtual. If we don't like it, we'll just turn the computer off and walk away. It's no big deal. But by the end of the first evening session, the sort of introductory session, we were both thinking, there's something here to watch. Let's tune it in tomorrow. By the end of the first really full day, it was a done deal. We knew this is where we needed to be. So now we have our asset base. Not only is it not shrinking, it's actually still growing. And we're free for life. We have all the money that we need. We live on less than the cash flow that's being generated by those investments and living our best life. The pivot has been 100% traditional to largely alternative investments, probably 80, 90% alternative.
When our son was growing up, it's like, he's 3 years old and I don't want him to get any older than that. Oh, I just love this stage. And then he turns 6 and you're going, oh, I just love this stage. All through his life, we've watched him grow up to be the man, the incredible man he is. A fantastic son, a fantastic husband, a fantastic father. And now, since the grandkids have come, we want to do the same thing. We want to be there for every stage of their lives.
Part of our next, I think, is giving back to the community that helped us find our freedom. A family trip to Hawaii, family trip to Ireland, and lots of good time with our son and his family. A very wise and respected mentor of mine describes freedom as the ability to do what you want, when you want, where you want, and with whom you want. I don't think we can improve on that.